Hello everyone. So our topic for today is about methods of communication. So what are the methods of communication? So let's see if how many methods of communication we have. So there are many different types of connection media that are used in contemporary society to connect computer networks to one another. So when we talk communication, it is not the verbal and non-verbal communication. So what we are talking all about is the word communication and wireless communication. So what is word communication? So word communication, it refers to the transmission of data over a word-based communication technology. So word communication is also known as the wireline communication. An example of wired communication, it includes the telephone networks, cable television or internet access, and fiber optic communication. So what is a wired communication? So a wired network employs wires to link devices to the internet to another network, such as laptops or desktop PCs. That is what we call wired communication. How about wireless communication? So let us talk about this one later on. Computer systems have different connections which usually depend on motherboard's form factor. So popular wired connection nowadays includes universal serial bus, or shall we say USB. So it is an industry standard that establishes specifications for cables, connectors and protocols for connection. So communication and power supply between computers, peripherals and other computers. So what is the uses of Universal Serial Bus? So it is a common interface that enables communication between devices and a host controller such as personal computer or PC or even smartphone. So it connects peripheral devices such as digital cameras, mice, keyboards, printers, scanners, video devices, external hard drives, and flash drives. Next is firewire. So it is a type of connector that can transmit data to and from devices which have typical high data rates such as external hard drives. The transfer speed of a firewire is faster than that of a USB. So what is firewire used for? So firewire, also called the Institute of Electric and Electronics Engineering, 1394, or iLink, high-speed computer data transfer interface that was used to connect personal computers, audio and video devices, and other professional and consumer electronics. So this kind of wire is faster than the USB type. Next one is Ethernet cable. An Ethernet cable transmits signal between a computer and network devices such as routers, switch, or other computers. So, an Ethernet cable, also sometimes referred to as a network cable, is a cord that runs from a router, modem, or network switch to your computer, giving your device access to the local area network. In other words, it gives an internet access. Next is HDMI, or High Definition Multimedia Interface. It is a connector for transmitting audio or video data which are compatible to computers, projectors, and digital televisions. According to Wikipedia, a high definition multimedia interface is a proprietary audio video interface for transmitting uncompressed video data and compressed or uncompressed digital audio data from an HDMI compliant source device, such as a display controller, to a compatible computer monitor, video projector, digital television, or digital audio device. So HDMI is a digital replacement for analog video standard. So before we are using analog videos, and now because we are in a high tech technology, so we are using high definition multimedia interface. Next one is VGA, so Video Graphics Array. The 15-pin Video Graphics Array connector has been provided on many video cards, computer monitors, laptop computers, and projectors. So VGA, short for Video Graphics Adapter or Video Graphics Array. VGA is a popular display standard developed by IBM and introduced in 1987. VGA provides 640 by 480 resolution color display screens with a refresh rate of 60 Hz and 16 colors displayed at a time. If the resolution is lowered to 320 by 200,256 colors are shown. The 15-pin video graphics array has its functions. So number one is red video, 2 green video, 3 blue video, 4 monitor ID 2, 5 TTL ground monitor self test, 6 red analog ground, 7 green analog ground, 8 blue analog ground, 9 key flag hole, 10 sync ground, 11 monitor ID 0, 12 monitor ID 1, 13 horizontal zinc, 14 vertical zinc, and 15 is monitor ID 3. That is the use of the 15-pin video graphics array. Next is serial. Serial is an RS-232 serial connection was once a standard feature of a personal computer used for connections to modem, printer, mouse, and other peripheral devices. Now it has been replaced by USB connections. RS-232 is a standard protocol used for serial communication. It is used for connecting computers and its peripheral devices to allow serial data exchange between them, as it obtains the voltage for the path used for the data exchange between the devices. So an example of this kind of connector is from laptop to printer. So using the serial RS-232, the printer will run because it allows serial data exchange between the laptop and the printers. Next one is parallel. Similar to the serial connection, parallel connections were used before to connect other computers, peripherals such as printers. It has also been replaced since then by the USB connections. So parallel port is an interface allowing a personal computer or PC to transmit or receive data down multiple bundled cables to a peripheral device such as a printer. The most common parallel port is a printer port known as the synchronic port. So what is parallel cable used for? So this is a series of metal wires that enable multiple bits of data to be transferred simultaneously. Parallel cables have mostly given way to serial cables where data is transferred one bit after another. PS2. The PS2 is a 6-pin connector used to connect the mouse and keyboard to computer. It is color-coded to identify which peripheral will be connected to which port. Purple is for keyboard and green is for the mouse. PS2 is now the defunct standard type of connection used to connect keyboards, mice, and other input devices to a computer. Generally, it refers to the types of cables and other connectors used with these types of keyboards and mice. Next is audio jacks. The audio jacks are the 3.5 mm jacks used for microphones as input and speakers as output. It is uses color codes as well to indicate the type of input and output lines. These connections are now being replaced by USB and HDMI connections. So what are audio jacks used for? So audio jacks are found on many types of audio equipment and musical instruments that accept external sound sources. In a car or truck, an audio jack, also called a media jack or auxiliary jack or EAUX, is a mini phone socket that connects any portable music player to the vehicle's amplifier and speakers. Now let's tackle the wireless communication. So wireless communication, it includes microwave transmission, satellite communication, cellular transmission, and radio transmission, such as Wi-Fi connectivity. So wireless technology differ hugely from one another, but the most popular types are Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. And also, wireless communication technology transmit information over the air using electromagnetic waves like infrared, radio frequency, satellite, and etc. For example, GPS, Wi-Fi, satellite television, wireless computer parts, wireless phones that include 3G and 4G networks, and also the Bluetooth. Now let's talk the most popular types of wireless communication, the Wi-Fi. So the Wi-Fi stands for wireless fidelity. It uses radio waves to wirelessly transmit information across a network. Wi-Fi signals are transmitted in frequencies of between 2.5 and 5 gigahertz, which are higher than radio and TV signals to avoid interference. We already know about Wi-Fi because now, usually we are using Wi-Fi for our studies, and also schools and business offices are using Wi-Fi. The next most popular type of wireless communication is the Bluetooth. It uses radio waves to connect to other devices. The connection via Bluetooth is called pairing. Once paired, devices are able to send and receive information provided they are within a given range, which is typically 10 meters. Bluetooth is a short-range wireless technology standard that is used for exchanging data between fixed and mobile devices over short distance in building personal area networks. So how Bluetooth works? So when Bluetooth enabled devices are close to each other, they automatically detect each other. That ends my report about the methods of communications. Thank you and God bless everyone.